The Phillies come from behind and win 7-5 to win the series in San Diego and somewhat salvage this brutal road trip. That game was insane. The Phillies were 0-22 when entering a game trailing after the 6th inning. They were unbelievable. They were so good late in this ballgame that I almost forgot that Jake Arrieta was a trash bag today. 4 2/3, close to 100 pitches, 5 earned runs, 5 walks. He was absolutely terrible. And I'm sorry, but you perform like this, you put out outings like this after you call out your own team early in this season, that is so unacceptable to me. That is abysmal to me. And I really do hate when Jake Arrieta throws like this. So when I watch him, I think, okay, we all want Dallas Keuchel because he's a unrestricted free agent that you don't need to give up many pieces for. I have a feeling that Dallas Keuchel is Jake Arrieta's twin. You're going to watch someone who used to be so solid, and his game has went down. That's my personal opinion on how Dallas Keuchel is going to go for anyone who gets him. This game, for some reason, this was the game that made me realize that. That made me think about Dallas Keuchel and say, I don't know if I really want to make a move for him because you might be getting something very similar to what Jake Arrieta provides for this Phillies ball club right now. Enough of the bad stuff, though, because there's plenty of greatness. Once the 7th inning happened, Haseley ends up walking. Cesar Hernandez with a triple down the right field line, an RBI triple. Bryce with an RBI double. Jean Segura with an RBI single. We tie the ball game up by scoring 3 runs in the 7th. We're tied 5-5. We're not finished yet because in the 8th inning we come back and we produce more. Scott Kingery 2-out walk. Adam Haseley with a double down the left field line. First MLB hit. It puts your ball club up 6-5 in the 8th during a stretch where everyone's confused and in a little bit of a downward spot, in a little bit of a negative place. Adam Haseley, the rookie, gets his first hit then? Come on. That's amazing. Give credit to Scotty, too. By the way, give credit to Haseley because when Cesar had that triple in the 7th inning, he was flying around the bases scoring from first base. He was flying. One thing right now that this team is getting is production with 2 outs, 2 strikes, things of that nature. This team is producing in those moments. Earlier in this game, during the ugliness, during the 6th innings, the first 6 innings, Jay Bruce with another homer. Jay Bruce with a double. And him and Scott Kingery, if there's a positive out of those first boring 6 innings, it's Jay Bruce continuing to be hot and be something special. And Matt Klentak is looking like a genius. And 2, this Scott Kingery, Jay Bruce dynamic duo that they got going here, where they're consistently bringing each other around. It's wild. It was such an impressive win. And while I was watching, I'm seeing this team fight. I'm seeing this team come back. I was trying to remember a time where that has happened this season. It really hasn't. This team hasn't come back from deficits late in ball games throughout the first 60-plus games so far. This was a very big character win. And realistically, as a fan, I have more swagger after this victory than I would have if we lost, of course. But that's the extreme right now. You leave that road trip 1-5 compared to 2-4. Moving forward, even though we have an off day, coming back home, I feel a little bit different depending on where we fell. And obviously 2-4 isn't great, and you don't want that. But the alternative being 1-5, and at the end of the road trip you win 2 in a row after that tough start. All right, it is what it is. You nod your head and you move on to the next series back at home. But let's talk about the bullpen today. Because Sir Anthony goes in the 8th. And I knew at that point, he's not really good on back-to-back days. I've seen him try and do that enough. He's not really good. He allows 2 men on and then bang. Injury. We're going to have another relief guy on the IL. There's nothing confirmed yet as of this recording, but I firmly believe from what I saw that we will have another relief guy on the IL in Sir Anthony Dominguez. But we have to bring Hector Neris in the 8th. He gets out of a jam, bases juice jam. Manny Machado up. Manny Machado in blooper territory. Jean Segura over the shoulder catching in blooper territory was so nice. So nice of a play by Jean. We get out of that. Hector comes into the 9th and shuts it down. 5-out save for Hector Neris. Where are we moving forward with the bullpen? I have no clue. It is a mess right now. It is an absolute mess. But there were other guys that came out of the bullpen. Vin Velasquez came in for 1 1/3 when Jake Arrieta struggled, and I thought he did a great job. Who else came in for a little bit? Alvarez, Nicasio came in. They were 1 inning combined, I believe. But as a whole, when you look at the bullpen as a whole, after Jake Arrieta gives you 4 2/3, which is not acceptable, the bullpen did their duties today. Did their duties at the end of the day. Even though it got a little ugly with Sir Anthony, and who hasn't been right all season long, though. There's no denying that. Let's talk about who produced for this ball club. Bryce Harper with a multi-hit game again. Jean Segura with 3 hits. He's hopefully back in Jean Segura territory. Getting a couple hits a night, finding ways to always get on base. He was awesome. Obviously, Jay Bruce continuing his hot stretch here, playing every day in left field. And then late in this ball game, I got to give credit to Adam Haseley for getting on base, whether it was the double, whether it was the walk. He came around and scored twice. Well, no. Yeah, he did. He came around and scored both times. The one was because of the Cesar triple, and the other was because of Andrew Knapp. I forgot Andrew Knapp got him going a little bit there and then knocked him in. Andrew Knapp. Oh, you know you're having a bad day on the mound for the opposing squad if you're letting Andrew Knapp come in and pitch in a pinch hit situation and not get an RBI across the plate. But I got to give credit to Haseley, and I have to give credit to Scott Kingery. I thought he was awesome. And this kid, night and day from last year, I'm telling you, night and day. Last year, overmatched, overpowered consistently almost every single night at the ballpark. This year, his approach to the plate is just different. He's got a different type of confidence to his game. When he's up there, it's not just, I don't know if he was doing too much with his swing technically last year, but he seems more relaxed and just going up there and swinging the bat. And it's smooth, it's solid. I love the work ethic out of this kid. It's something I want to see at third base. Really, it's something I want to see at third base. I want to see him in the lineup every day. Let's just go as far as that. I don't know where this is all going to go, but it seems right now the organization is moving past Mike Alfranco and seeing if Scott Kingery can play third base every day, and continuing to give Haseley opportunities at center field. Is that the long-term option? We really don't know. There's a lot going on right now. A ton. Too much, to be completely honest with you. But that's what it is. And I'm proud of this team for the way that they continue to go and go and go. Being down in this game early, sloppy. It was bad baseball through the first 6. At the end of the day, I was down. I'm not going to lie to you. I was down. I'm sitting through the 6th inning, and my feelings were bad. Really? We're going to end the series like this? We're going to win yesterday and follow through with this type of game? And then I saw this team wake up. I saw this team battle. I saw this team rally. That 7th inning rally was special. Once again, something I haven't seen throughout this season so far. I haven't seen a fight back like this, to this nature, late, scoring runs in the 7th, 8th, multiple runs, continuing to hit with 2 outs, continuing to battle with 2 strikes. And that was a statement. The Padres are a good baseball club. They're not a trash baseball club. And to be able to execute on a team like this, proud. Proud is the word. And I'm sure that clubhouse is loving Adam Haseley right now. Think about that. Think about being Bryce Harper, Jay Bruce, Jean Segura, veterans in this league for years and years and years. You get a kid who got moved up in the ranks so quickly due to injury and having to really use him, and he comes up in a situation like that and produces that type of energy for your ball club, not just the take the lead double, but to get on base and score from Cesar's triple, get on base by a walk, working the count, battling. Those guys are enjoying it, embracing him, making him comfortable. I love that. Just thinking of a teammate's perspective, how they're feeling it, how that's a little bit of a little bit of a bond, if you will. So let me know your thoughts down below on this victory. We have an off day tomorrow for the Phillies, which is nice. We're going to keep in touch when it comes to the IL and the Sir Anthony thing, because who knows where this is going to take us. This bullpen is something else. It's almost indescribable what's going on with these injuries. We'll keep an eye out on that, and we'll see how we do attacking the next series at home. I want to come back to Citizens Bank Park. It's time. Let's continue to win some ball games. At this very moment, the Braves are in a weather delay with the Pirates, so we are 1 game up for the division lead. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. See you next time.